and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Throwing on first down. Barton. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Finding room in midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 16 more on that one and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defensive perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Barton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they're flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And in that yardage game, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. Barton. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they do a lot of misdirection.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to throw. Barton. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Touchdown, Colts. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Herbert. His throw incomplete. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Herbert. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Watson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Okay, great.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Oh, look at the juke. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Barton. That'll be caught by Cup. It'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, Barton. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Barton. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. The 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This take it in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing after the interception, Barton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 1st and 10, Barton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again. Barton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 73 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to run with Algier. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cooper Kupp, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as well. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer. He just dropped. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Barton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now Herbert following the turnover. A dump off to Smallwood. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This went into the hands of Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by driving the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Barton. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Barton. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Barton. And that is incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Avant brings it in. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Herbert.
He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. It's complete. He finds Falk here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert. Underneath here to Hill. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. So that last touchdown sealed it their partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became my boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me throw your tears back. We put the bang and produce the you got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.